How's your life, everyone? This is Eric Lee. You're watching EML77 TV, episode 198. 2 more episodes until we hit 200. How's everyone doing? Well, the chaotic week that I had at work and during the week is almost over. And today's the last day of this week. But I've been through a lot. Last weekend, a couple of winter storms that happened. Shoveled that, and then the second one came on Monday. Shoveled myself out of that. And then the whole renewing of the driver's license situation has been solved, has been accomplished and done. As you know, I didn't have my birth certificate at the first time around, but then ended up going a couple of days ago and getting it, and then a couple of hours after that, renew my license. So my new license should be in within 10 days. So I have a temporary one for the time being. And I bought some more stuff on eBay, which will be coming in very, very soon, which could change the way I game, just to say it that way. Play video games forever and arcade games. But, like I said, crisis has been averted this week. The most chaotic week is about over. So we're going to have some good fun here. And I've made a promise that I will make my picks and predictions for WWE Fastlane tomorrow. Another big thing, too, before I get into that, as you know, tomorrow is Daylight Savings Time. It begins, once again, so you bring your clocks ahead an hour. If you do that, do that tonight, we'll be good. So, and as you know, my bed sheets are getting washed as usual. I do it once every other week. I want to make sure I get that done. So, like I said, everything is going swimmingly today, and it is a day off, so wonderfulness has happened. Alrighty then, WWE Fastlane picks and predictions. I have it up right here, and I have it on good authority which is me, to make my predictions very, very well. Got my marker ready. All right, let's go down the list of the matches. Huge implications. All these matches got stipulations set for the kickoff matches, obviously. First kickoff match, Rey Mysterio going one-on-one with the El Idolo Andrade, with Zelina Vega in his corner. That'll be one. The New Day, the team of Xavier Woods and Big E will take a crack at the newly formed team of Rusev and Shinsuke Nakamura. That'll be with Lana in their corner. That'll be a heck of a matchup. In the main card, the Raw Tag Team Championship will be on the line, and there's a number 3 next week. It'll be a triple threat match. The Revival will defend against Chad Gable and Bobby Roode, and the upstart team of Ricochet and Aleister Black. That'll be an interesting match to see. SmackDown Live Tag title will be on the line. The Usos, 6-time champions, will be defending their gold against Shane McMahon and The Miz. The SmackDown Women's title will also be on the line. The Empress Asuka will take on the Golden Goddess Mandy Rose. God's creative creation, as Corey Graves so like to say that. The Women's Tag Team Championship on the line is Sasha Banks and Bayley, the Box and Hug Connection, will take on the Samoan Slaughterhouse team of Nia Jax and Tamina Snuka. Six-man tag team titles, 6-man tag team match. They should bring back the 6-man tag team championship for the heck of it. The 6-man tag team matchup, the newly reunited Shield will go up against Baron Corbin, Bobby Lashley, and Drew McIntyre. The WWE Championship on the line, Daniel Bryan defends against Kevin Owens. And WrestleMania Implications match, I like to call it, is Becky Lynch goes one-on-one with Charlotte Flair. Alrighty then, I'm going to put the match over here, reposition myself so I can write down the picks and predictions while we're at it. Rey Mysterio versus Andrade, was known as Andrade Cien Almas. They decided to go down to Andrade. Zelina Vega is going to get involved, so I'm picking Andrade to win that one. So I'm hoping Rey Mysterio wins, but Zelina Vega is going to get involved. New Day versus Shinsuke Nakamura and Rusev. This is going to be a very interesting match because Kofi Kingston. New Day's still a little bit sore that Kofi Kingston was replaced by Vince McMahon with Kevin Owens. We'll get to more of that. Somehow, Lana's at ringside, and I think Kofi will be in the corner because Big E and Xavier Woods. I got a feeling the New Day may end up winning this one. That's my call. So those are the kickoff show. All right, the Raw Tag Team Championships on the line. The Revival versus Gable and Rude and Ricochet and Black. This is a very interesting situation, especially for Ricochet and Aleister Black. They're involved in the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic. So, I don't see them winning it as far as this triple threat match is concerned. But imagine this: if I like to see Ricochet and Aleister Black win the tag team titles, because if they pull this off, they'll be the first team. And if they win the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic, they'll be the first tag team to win the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic and win a tag team title on the main roster at the same time. And if that's the case, imagine the champions versus champions, the War Raiders against. I'm trying to go Aleister Black and Ricochet. I think the Revival will retain, but I'm. There we go. So I like to see Ricochet and Aleister Black win the titles, just to see how that could change. All right, Usos versus Shane and Miz. I think this is where Shane and Miz are going to part ways for good. Unfortunately, Shane will be back to being in charge, and so I'm picking Usos to retain the title. Now, this is going to be a very interesting matchup. The SmackDown Women's Championship, Asuka versus Mandy Rose. Asuka needs to be the dominant woman in this matchup. You know, and Mandy Rose, I got a feeling Sonya Deville may end up getting involved in getting Mandy the championship. But if that's the case, that could be the end of Fire and Desire. But I see Asuka retaining, so that way Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville could focus on becoming women's tag team champions. All right, and Sasha Banks and Bayley versus Nia Jax and Tamina. The Boston Hug Connection, I think they're going to retain, because I believe the Iconics could get involved in this matchup. So, Boston Hug Connection will retain. That's Banks and Bayley. All right, The Shield versus Barry Corbin, Bobby Lashley, and Drew McIntyre. I say The Shield hasn't missed a step in their tag team work. I believe that will be the case. All right, now Daniel Bryan and Kevin Owens. This is going to be very interesting to say the least. Question is, will Kofi Kingston get involved? Will Rowan get involved? Rowan's going to try to get involved in this matchup. Or will Sami Zayn come back and get involved? I don't know. There's lots of things, but I'm picking Daniel Bryan to retain, and Bryan and Kofi Kingston at WrestleMania will be a classic to watch. Will be a clinic if that goes down. Now, Becky Lynch and Charlotte Flair. Here's the stipulation: if Becky Lynch wins the match, she gets added to the Raw Women's Championship match at WrestleMania in a triple threat. I say Lynch picks up the victory, and she's in. And I'll tell you what, though I'm a little bit outraged that Mr. McMahon decided to replace Kevin Owens with Kofi Kingston with Kevin Owens. Excuse me. I'm also outraged that Becky Lynch, who won the Royal Rumble, was denied an opportunity. I know for one fact, one dirt sheet read it, that Kevin Dunn does not like Becky's accent. And I've got a weird feeling that Kevin Dunn could be behind the whole situation, because he is an executive producer in the WWE. But, everything, but he answers to Vince, and possibly Vince has been listening too much to Kevin Dunn, in my personal opinion. I think Kevin Dunn is racist. I hate to say it, but Kevin Dunn is supposed to be an executive producer. He's supposed to be impartial, but he's got to listen to the fans more often, though. That's the thing, And I think that's why Kevin Dunn doesn't have anything on social media, because he knows that everybody will get on his case, and he's scared of that. He's got to man up and take his lumps, and we got to tell him, hey, we're sick and tired of your decision making here. Let Becky Lynch and Kofi Kingston have their time. Hopefully, WrestleMania will be their time. Who knows for sure? And WrestleMania 36 will take place in Tampa Bay. And if they call up Kairi Sane before then, I hope they give her a big pirate entrance, because they had a big pirate ship there and everything. That'll be really cool when that happens. So because these are my picks and predictions once again. I'll run them down to you. Rey Mysterio versus Andrade. Andrade, I pick him to win because Zelina Vega is going to get involved. New Day with their tag team continuity, and Rusev and Nakamura doesn't have any tag team experience. I pick New Day to win. Raw tag team title in the triple threat match. Revival over Gable, Rude, Ricochet, and Black. I like to see Ricochet and Black win it. That'll be a heck of a matchup. Usos versus Shane McMahon and The Miz. Usos will retain. and they'll split the team of Shane O'Mac and The Miz. Asuka versus Mandy Rose for the SmackDown Live Women's Championship. Asuka will retain because I think Asuka can. All right, Sasha Banks and Bayley versus Nia Jax and Tamina. Boston Hug Connection will retain the titles. The Shield versus Corbin Lashley and McIntyre. Shield's going to win that matchup. Daniel Bryan versus Kevin Owens. Rowan's going to get involved in the matchup. I see Bryan retains. Becky Lynch and Charlotte Flair. Lynch goes in the triple threat match at WrestleMania. So these are my picks and my predictions. That's the way it is, man. Like I said, it's going to be a barn burner. So tomorrow, Fastlane, 7 on at 7 at the kickoff starts at 7 and on the WWE Network. All right, and that's it. That's all the time we have, and I want to thank you guys for tuning in. God's blessings to all of you. Catch you on the flip side. Remember, pay attention. You might learn something, all right? As you know, next week, a week from this Saturday, I will be on vacation, so I'll be coming up on here more often. Possibly more episodes to get these hands, get these thumbs, and we'll see what happens now. A lot of folks have passed away. Like I said, earlier this week it was Luke Perry. King Kong Bundy has passed away. Rest in peace to King Kong Bundy. Condolences to and prayers to family and friends out there. Jan Michael Vincent, we found out, the star of Airwolf, has recently passed away too. It was last month, so at the age 74. So rest in peace, Jan Michael Vincent. I know the guy's been through a whole lot. Condolences to his family and friends as well. So it's going to be. So that's been, like I said, it's been a crazy, chaotic week, to say the least. But it's over, and we get to move on to bigger and better things. So hopefully, I just finished watching Power Rangers Beast Morphers. Excellent episode. This is going to be way different than any of Power Rangers season that I've watched, and it shows the uniqueness of the Power Rangers. So that's it. So, guys, have a good day, and remember, pay attention. You might learn something. All right, I'll see you. Have a good day.